Hey guys, so today we embark on a journey through the early life of Vladimir Putin, a man whose upbringing and formative years shaped his approach to leadership, strategy, and survival. Born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, Soviet Union, now St. Petersburg, Putin was raised in a world still scarred by the devastation of World War II. His father, Vladimir Putin Sr., had served in the Soviet Navy and survived the siege of Leningrad, one of the most horrible events of the war. His mother, Maria, endured immense hardship, including near starvation during the siege. Putin grew up in a communal apartment, sharing a small space with multiple families. This environment instilled in him a strong sense of resourcefulness and being able to adapt to any situation that would later define his leadership style. He learned early that survival required strength, cunning, and ability to navigate complex social dynamics. His childhood was not one of privilege. He was often left to fend for himself, developing a keen awareness of power and control. He has spoken about chasing rats in the stairwells of his apartment building, an experience that left a lasting impression on him. He learned that weakness invites attack, a lesson that would shape his worldview. Despite the hardships of his upbringing, Putin was a determined student. In 1960, he enrolled at school number 193 in Leningrad, where he displayed an early interest in history and politics. But it was martial arts that truly captivated him. He took up judo and sambo, disciplines that emphasized strategy, discipline, and controlled aggression. He trained hard, earning a black belt in judo, and later credited the sport with teaching him the importance of respect, patience, and calculated action. In 1970, Putin enrolled at Leningrad State University, where he studied law. This decision was strategic. He understood that legal expertise would provide him with the tools to navigate the Soviet system. He was really drawn to international law and intelligence work, foreshadowing his future career. During his university years, Putin was recruited by the KGB, the Soviet Union's intelligence agency. His professors noted his sharp analytical skills and unwavering focus, qualities that made him an ideal candidate for espionage. Upon graduating in 1975, Putin officially joined the KGB, where he underwent rigorous training in counterintelligence, surveillance, and psychological warfare. His first major assignment took him to Dresden, East Germany, in 1985. Here he witnessed firsthand the decline of Soviet influence in Eastern Europe. He observed the growing unrest, the shifting political landscape, and the eventual fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. During this period, Putin developed a deep understanding of power dynamics, deception, and control. He learned that information was the most valuable weapon and that perception could shape reality. As the Soviet Union crumbled, Putin saw the chaos and instability that followed. He understood that strong leadership was necessary to prevent collapse, a belief that would later define his approach to governance. In 1990, Putin returned to Leningrad, where he took a position as an advisor to the mayor, Anatoly Sobchak. This marked his transition from intelligence work to politics. Sobchak, a reformist, introduced Putin to the inner workings of government and economic policy. Putin quickly rose through the ranks, proving himself to be ruthlessly efficient and politically astute. By 1996, he moved to Moscow, where he joined Boris Yeltsin's administration. His ability to navigate political rivalries earned him a reputation as a strategic operator. In 1999, Yeltsin appointed Putin as prime minister, and by 2000, he became president of Russia. His rise was swift, calculated, and inevitable, a testament to the lessons he had learned throughout his formative years. The path to power. We talked about, let's refresh this. Putin's academic journey began at Leningrad State University. He studied law. He moved his way into government, into politics. He graduated. He worked with the KGB, and that provided him with a deep understanding of the power dynamics, the loyalty, and the control lessons that will serve him well in the political arena. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked a turning point in Putin's career. As the old order crumbled, he recognized the need for strong leadership and to restore stability. Putin transitioned into politics, serving in various roles within the St. Petersburg government. He worked under Anatoly Sobchak, we talked about that, the city's mayor, where he gained first-hand experience in the economic policy part. In 1996, when he moved to Moscow, where he joined Boris Yeltsin's administration. Yes, his rise was swift, and his ability to manage crises and eliminate political threats made him indispensable. Now, why did he have such a swift rise into the presidential seat? Let's cover that. Let's cover his strengths and his consolidation of power, how he rose, and how that was never an accident. The FSB and the road to the presidency. In 1998, Putin was appointed director of the Federal Security Service, the successor to the KGB. This position placed him at the heart of Russia's intelligence apparatus, allowing him to strengthen his network and eliminate opposition. His tenure at the FSB solidified his image as a decisive leader, capable of restoring order in the chaotic political landscape. By 1999, Yeltsin appointed him prime minister, signaling his ascent to the highest echelons of power. On December 31, 1999, Yeltsin unexpectedly resigned, naming Putin as acting president. The transition was seamless. Putin had already positioned himself as a natural successor. In March 2000, Putin was elected president of Russia, securing 53% of the vote. His leadership style was firm, strategic, and uncompromising. Over the years, he strengthened state institutions, centralized power, and expanded Russia's influence on the global stage. His presidency saw economic recovery, military expansion, and political restructuring. Putin's rise was not accidental. It was the result of calculated moves, strategic alliances, and an unyielding belief in control. His career reflects the intersection of intelligence, governance, and ambition, shaping Russia's trajectory in the 21st century. Putin's rise to power in 2000 was swift. It was strategic. He leveraged his KGB background and his connections in Moscow to build a strong coalition of supporters. His early presidency was marked by economic stabilization, political consolidation, and military restructuring. He sought to restore Russia's influence, positioning itself as a decisive and pragmatic leader. Putin's presidency has consistently prioritized economic growth and military strength. Under his leadership, Russia experienced a period of economic recovery, fueled by oil and gas exports. His administration implemented policies aimed at reducing poverty, modernized infrastructure, and expanded state control over key industries. Dealing with the military, Putin has revitalized Russia's armed forces, increasing defense spending and bringing weapons into the modern century. His focus on military expansion has been evident in conflicts such as the 2008 war with Georgia and the annexation of Crimea in 2014. His assertive foreign policy has positioned Russia as a global power, challenging Western influence while strengthening ties with China and the Middle East. Putin's leadership style is defined by strategic thinking, pragmatism, and calculated risk. He has navigated complex geopolitical situations, including conflicts with the Ukraine and Georgia, while maintaining strong relationships with key global partners. His approach to international relations has shifted over the years, from initial cooperation with the West to a more assertive and independent foreign policy. Russia's involvement in Syria, its alleged interference in foreign elections, and its stance on NATO expansion have drawn both admiration and condemnation worldwide. Despite tensions with Western nations, Putin has strengthened Russia's diplomatic influence, leveraging energy resources, military capabilities, and strategic alliances. His current life and legacy. Today, Vladimir Putin remains a dominant figure in Russian politics. His personal life is shrouded in mystery, with speculation surrounding his relationships and health. Despite rumors, his grip on power remains firm, and his influence on Russian politics and global affairs is undeniable. His legacy is complex and polarizing. Some view him as a strong leader who restored Russia's global status, while others criticize his authoritarian approach and suppression of dissent. As we reflect on his presidency, we recognize the lasting impact of his leadership, the shifts in global power dynamics, and the uncertainty of Russia's future. Vladimir Putin's presidency has reshaped Russia's political, economic, and military landscape. His strategic decisions, geopolitical maneuvers, and consolidation of power have defined Russia's role in the 21st century. His leadership remains a subject of global debate, influencing international relations and economic strategies. His leadership remains a subject of global debate. It influences international relations, security policies, and economic strategies. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Putin's presidency and global impact. His story offers valuable insights into power, governance, and the complexities of modern leadership. As we reflect on Putin's life and career, it becomes clear that his complexities and contradictions are a testament to the intricacies of human nature. From his early days in Leningrad to his current status as a global leader, Putin's story is one of resilience, strategic thinking, and a deep commitment to his vision for Russia. Vladimir Putin's life serves as a fascinating case study of power, politics, and the human experience. As we continue to navigate the complexities of our global landscape, understanding the intricacies of leaders like Putin is crucial for building a more informed and nuanced worldview. So thank you for joining me and looking at the life of Vladimir Putin. Have a good day, guys.